Minister for the Environment, Ida Auken, and Minister for Climate, Energy and Building, Martin Lidegaard, invited their ministerial colleagues in Europe to an informal meeting in Horsens, Denmark, from the 17th to the 20th of April. The agenda for the meeting was a greener Europe, also with a perspective to boost the green economy to benefit growth and employment in Europe. During the informal meeting of Ministers for Environment, the ministers discussed the 7th Environment Action Programme, including 1. Implementation and strengthening of EU legislation, and 2. Towards a greening of the economy. In addition, the road towards Rio +20 was discussed on a specific session.
Så mener vi, at det, som også er overskriften på konferencen, nemlig det at skabe en inklusiv grøn økonomi, er en meget stærk idé, fordi det er et vigtigt skridt i retningen af bæredygtig udvikling.
The green economy can contribute to improving the economic situation in Europe by strengthening the development of new and greener technologies, resource reductions, and the protecting of our nature and the biodiversity. A green transition will create millions of jobs and make Europe more sustainable and competitive. This was the conclusion when Europe's environment ministers met. At the informal meeting of energy ministers, the current status of negotiations of the Energy Efficiency Directive and the emissions trading system was on the agenda of the first session. EU energy ministers agreed that the Energy Efficiency Directive should be adopted before the end of June. The President of the Energy Council, Mr. Martin Lidegaard, is satisfied by the constructive discussions during the informal ministerial meeting. Among the ministers there was a clear understanding for the need of flexibility from all sides. However, there are still difficult negotiations ahead.
I am very delighted to be able to say that the Danish presidency has gained support from all member states that we should continue the present negotiations to achieve a result of the directive in June, but also from a lot of member states we have been encouraged to go to increase the level of ambition. They have stated many of the states where we could try to increase the ambition and have urged us to try to do so.
On the last day of the meeting, the energy ministers started the important political discussion of the EU's energy future. The ministers agreed that it is about time to look at the ambitions in the EU climate policy towards 2030. An ambitious climate policy can, in the long term, secure a higher and more stable price on CO2 allowances.